Yeah, good evening, everybody. Tonight I just feel like to talk about something. Since after COVID-19 in 2020, the global economy is in serious decline. Using Nigeria as a case study, you know, oh, it is unfortunate we find ourselves here in a helpless situation, and somebody needs to understand something that for you to stay afloat in this hard time, in this trying time, in this difficult economy, you need to have this mindset and understanding that um, the modus operandi have changed drastically. Now, modus operandi is a Latin word which, by extension, if translated in English, is made to make you understand that we are talking about modes of operation, mode of doing things, way of doing things. Having said that, I think you now understand that ways of doing things have changed. For you to stay afloat in this economy, in this hard economy, you have to embrace a new pattern of operating. Um, I remember watching one video on TikTok, or could it be YouTube or Facebook? I can't remember exactly, but I remember watching a video on the live on the internet, and this lady, she says something very interesting that she had worked with a particular hospital for a while, and she decided to 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 tender her resignation letter, and just after then she was made the HR of the company, of the hospital, which she worked both at home and she worked remotely, right? So as a nurse working as HR to the hospital, she she was carrying out duties of recruiting workers, admitting patients in the hospital. She was doing a lot of things for the hospital, right? Working at home remotely, right? So, having said this, um, she worked remotely at home and she worked for other hospitals physically, right? That's to tell you that modus operandi in 2026 have changed and you need to embrace it. Unfortunately, in this country we find ourselves here in Nigeria, to be precise, it's unfortunate that the way of doing things, the way the economy is being structured, the labor market does not favor the average man. The company need to change the way of hiring. I can't be working for you for complete 1 month and then you end up paying me a peanut. The government need to change the system in a way we work and get paid for the day or per hour or per week. That will be better so that I will have opportunity to strive, to try other ways of making money, try other ways of employment. You understand? I can't be working for you for a whole month just to get paid a peanut. The world is changing drastically and Nigeria is being left behind in terms of labor market. It's quite unfortunate we find ourselves here, and I feel very bad about it whenever I think of this. And a lot of people are yet to capture with the current reality of what the global economy is saying. They are not even aware, they're still living in the ancient days. Like the mentality, the modus operandi, which we talk about every day, they are yet to catch up with it. You can't expect me in 2026 to work for you for a whole month. And it's quite unfortunate that some of these hiring agency, or how will I put it? Some of these hiring agencies, they, Sophia, Sophia, thanks for joining. Some of these hiring agencies, they don't actually, do the needful. They can get you a job, and when you want to tender your resignation letter, there's no recommendation. How greedy and selfish can you be as an employer? It is very bad of you, right? It takes nothing for you to, write a recommendation. At least to whom it concerns, so person has worked with us for the so number of years or months, and as he or she has been a good servant for this period, and we believe society need people like him. To whomsoever it may concern, we hereby recommend his services to whomsoever need his or her services. And we look forward to how people like you operate with us. And if at any point in time you feel stuck, you are always welcome to come and work with us. Then you stamp, you sign, you submit, you let the person go, right? But I can't work for you for complete 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. And when I want to tender my resignation letter, I have to come back, to keep coming back to beg for a recommendation letter. When you write a recommendation letter to somebody, you are not just helping the person, you are also building your reputation as a company. It's quite unfortunate that some of these HR, they cannot for any reason want to help you with that recommendation. It's like, when I look at it, I feel bad. Some of this thing has been going on under our nose. We keep watching, and maybe because it has not happened to us, we feel like it doesn't matter. Trust me, it matters. Some of us have had bad encounters with bad people, and we choose to stay calm. We choose to stay truthful to ourselves. We choose to follow the path that can, lead us our our desired result. And because we have bad encounter with people who does not even understand the vision, they don't really give a damn. They don't care where you're coming from. They don't care where you're going to. They don't care what is ahead of you. But trust me, the future is pregnant. You can get me frustrated today, and tomorrow you find yourself working under me. And guess what? Good people, they don't revenge. They give you lessons. And when good people encounter bad people, they learn lessons. I'm this kind of person that if I walk under you and you get me frustrated, trust me, I'm not coming back for vengeance. If I walk under you and you get me frustrated, the only thing I'm going to do is just leave and I leave quietly. And if peradventure you find yourself needing my services, I will freely render the service to make you understand that the planet Earth does not revolve around you. Today can be your turn, and tomorrow another person can also be the superior, right? So authority does not only lay in the hands of one particular person. It's like a clock. It goes around and come back. It goes around. The time taken for the Earth to make one rotation around the sun is 24 hours that make a day. You have to start from 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, keep passing the baton until you get to 24 hours. You understand? To tell you that you can be here today and tomorrow is another person's turn. That's how life is built. So there's a particular company that somebody came out to call them out. Actually, she was afraid, but she came to my shop and she was complaining bitterly. She was ranting, like she was lamenting, complaining that she had worked for years, all have 5 years of service, she have decided that she want to resign and face new frontiers. And just after tendering her resignation letter, she have to come back over and over and over again, begging for a recommendation letter. Like, what for? How wicked, how cruel can some people be? I don't get it. Do we really have to come this far? Um, Pamela Cotton. Pamela Cotton, thanks for joining. I appreciate. Please let me know in the comment section where you're streaming from. And tonight's live stream. I just feel like to try something new. So I choose to just stream without opening my camera, no light, and let's experiment and see how it goes. And it's significantly going well. I really appreciate it. I'm having good number of views and I don't take it for granted. So if you're here with me, please indicate in the comment section where you're streaming from. So Pamela, let me know where you're streaming from. And Sophie Amberio, so feel free to indicate in the comment section the city, the country you're streaming from. And if at all you have any question, please feel free to drop in the comment section. Make yourself visible. Let's keep talking. Yeah. So since after COVID-19, like I said, since after COVID-19, human being no longer behave normal. Human being now behave like what I should call, I wouldn't want to use some words here because it is social media and there are some how would I call, there's some regulations here. So as much as I feel bad, I still have to go with comment moderation. So even me personally, from my end, I will try to okay, sweet Wayne. Sweet Wayne, thanks for joining. Sweet Wayne 2023, thanks for joining. Let me know in the comment section where you're streaming from. So it's quite unfortunate that some persons, all they know, they understand, and they believe into is to take advantage of people. And there's one thing I understand about life. My father always said this thing, that having a high value, like having a high test without willingness to pay in return the equivalent value or price, it's not just an indication of wickedness and selfishness, it is classlessness. Yes, he always said this and he called it classlessness. He called it classlessness. How do I come about this? I remember way back when I was growing up, very much younger then, and my mom had this mentality of pricing people. Sorry, I have to use this illustration as an example to set here, right? My mom had this mentality of, she loves good quality things, like she loved quality, right? But she was never willing to pay for it. Even when my dad paid for something, said give her money for something, she will want to price the seller, price the person down until the person feel frustrated, right? My mom can price, if she's finding herself in the market, she can price, and if you are with her, you feel offended sometimes, right? So that fateful day, my dad said something that got her angry. He said, having a high taste, yet not willing to pay the price, the equivalent value, does not only signifies wickedness, it's an act of classlessness. Okay, what does that imply? Back to the companies that hires and always avoid giving recommendation. If you hire people and after a couple of years of services and they tender resignation letter and they come back begging, like begging for you to write a recommendation letter so that I can go wherever and submit, it's it's not a bad thing to ask for. It's not too much to ask for, right? But then some companies are like they hire good people who are good at being wicked. Let me put it that way. Yes. Because they demand the best quality of services from from the employees. And upon all the services being rendered, to pay back in return is the case. Imagine after serving you for years and all I need is just a recommendation letter so I can push on, carry out my duty, continue my life. Because the truth is that I cannot work for you forever. People will not work for you forever. And if you have this entrepreneurship mindset, you just know that working does not guarantee a bright future. Working for people actually limits the way you think, limit the way you operate, limit your financial freedom, limit so many things about you, right? So when you work for people, don't just say, I want to work here for a while, save up money, and establish something for myself. Work because you need experience. I was telling somebody, and I have also written this in my movie, Going Through Divorce. And part of the movie also explained this clearly. Right? So you work not just to save up money and establish something for yourself. You work because of what? You need experience. You need experience. And this is one thing a lot of people are lacking. And who is this? Kevin. Kevin, thanks for joining. Calvin, thanks for joining. Where you see me from? A lot of people lack this. They believe that you need to work to make money. And a lot of people who actually know and understand how money works, they don't work for experience. And part of my movie says a lot of things. This person went for he wrote an application, applied for internship, and he was accepted. And barely 2 weeks of resumption, the boss called in that, see, in this establishment, I don't really pay my intern. I only give them transportation allowances. But looking at the vehicles you change every day, the money I pay for that transport can barely fuel your vehicle for 2 days. I don't think I'll be able to work for you, to work with you, because you are extremely rich. In fact, you are richer than I am. And the person look at him and says, I don't need the money. I'm not working here because I need the money. I'm not coming here because I want to flex my muscle, I want to display how rich I am. I'm working because I need experience. So irrespective of however you look at my status, it's actually mean nothing to me. Irrespective of how you look at the luxury vehicles I change every day, the truth is that I deal with cars and people invest under me. This does not necessarily mean I own these vehicles, but I can drive them anytime, anywhere, take them anywhere. It's an advert. I have a company registered under my name, and people trust me, trust my reputation, trust my integrity. They invest under me, and when I drive out with these vehicles, it's a kind of advertisement by extension. And you can see that most of these vehicles are written for sale. These are brand new vehicles. So don't feel intimidated, all right? So this is part of the story, this is part of the movie. So a lot of people today fail to understand. They believe that when you ask, mostly women, when some husbands send their wives who are unexperienced in terms of having work experience and all that, they believe that the husband wanted to go and make money and foot the family's bills, which I don't think so. A well responsible and a right thinking man believe that a wife is is just a support system, and you need to actually have something to do to have an assistant. If you are doing nothing, you don't need an assistant. And it's only when you have something already going on in your life that's when you need an assistant. Then coming as a wife, if you already have a lot going on in your life and you believe that your wife needs to do something, what this means is that your wife should be able to, live her own life and children without you. That is when you are no more. She should be able to cope. Then what do? You prepare her to face the society. That's what right thinking men does. You prepare your wife to face the society when you are no more. Right? So as a wife, if you think it is a right, is your right to actually, live a luxury life, all your bills being footed by a man, it is not bad. And if you think your husband is also sending you to go to work and make money and food bills, I think it's equally not bad. But then the driven motive that make the man send you to work is all that counts. But then again, you need to live your life as a woman. And when you're living your life as a woman, it's not just your own life. Your children are involved. So you will have to live your life and live with your children and be able to sustain the life. Right? So now, back to what I was saying. The society of today have changed. The modus operandi have changed. Way of doing things, way of operating, way of thinking, way of taking decisions. Everything have changed, and you need to embrace. Even in this content creation, you see a lot of people using the AI generated videos. A lot of things are going. A lot of things are going now. So many things happening in 2026, and many people are yet to, to catch up with the current reality of life. This is where a lot of people are left behind. And I always advise, think, think, take decisions that will help your life. If you believe you need to live and enjoy your life, that's a good one. It's never about decision. But then again, what will be the outcome? Enjoying for the moment and suffering later, I think is more regrettable than suffering now and enjoying later. So when you think about enjoying your life, enjoying the moment, let the moment count. Trust me, the moment will not count forever. The moment will not count forever. We need to live a life, a purpose fulfilling life. A purpose fulfilling life. If you live and live for the moment, you regret it tomorrow. I may not be a counselor, but over the years of experience, I've learned a lot of things. I've worked with so many people, a lot of big men, big women, people who are willing to help, and people who just want to take advantage of you, use all your experience, get you stuck. Some people can even go as far as giving you loans. They want you to take loan to buy a car, to, put on mortgage. You think they're helping you. But it's beyond that. They want you to keep you stuck in one place. You will not actually be moving forward. Your goal may not be to buy that car, not to buy that house, but you have a purpose to fulfill, to invest in people's lives, to set up a business, establish something for yourself, be an employer of labor. As an entrepreneur, you have all it takes to decline all the loan offers. Because at the end, it can keep you stuck for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. And by the time you spend 25 years, you are due for retirement. Then you begin to ask yourself, at this age, what can I do? How far can I go? By then, you are already exhausted, extremely exhausted. By then, your philosophy of life have changed. Nothing so special. Life is nothing. All is vanity. You begin to think like someone has already given up. And that's just it. And sometimes for the young people, maybe you're just, as a young guy, you're just 25, 26, 27, thereabout, and somebody's encouraging you. If you want to marry, we can, we can help you, we can support you, we can encourage you, and you rush into it. It's funny that marriage is a good thing, but sometimes marriage can be a trap. I was telling somebody who keep insisting that I get married at this my age, and I laughed because this has been going on for a couple of it's been 2 years now that the person kept disturbing me to get married. And this time around, I say, sir, with all due respect, getting married at this point at this point in time, it's like it's the last option. People get married these days as the last option when they have given up on everything, when there's no hope, when every hope is lost. They conclude that at this point, let me just get married. It will look and as a how will I put it, as a consolation. People get married as consolation. Some people get married as an excuse. Why you can actually get married and the marriage will open doors for you. You can actually get married and the marriage will open doors for you. So you need to actually figure it out. Someone like me, I still can't fathom as why a lot of people who supposed to have gone beyond the stage in life, you still come back, go down low to, advise you without actually tell you the whole truth about marriage. Marriage is deep. Marriage is not just about love. Marriage is sacrifice. Marriage is commitment. And one person cannot sacrifice. One person cannot commit. And that will be enough. It takes two people who sacrifice. It takes two persons of commitment. But then one person compromises the most to make the marriage work. And if you're sacrificing everything, committing everything, and the other person is not willing to actually commit, submit, sacrifice, then it's like walking all day trying to build a house. Then overnight, after you must have gone home, somebody come and demolish everything. You come tomorrow, you start all over again. I used to tell these people, to tell people this. I used to tell people this. So if you think about marriage, think about sacrifice. Think about marriage, think about commitment, think about marriage. Think about compromising your standard, compromising all you had done. Because whether you like it or not, all your principles, you have to compromise them to some extent, especially as a man. Especially as a man, you have to compromise your principles to some extent. You can be a very disciplined, high principled man, but the moment you begin to think about marriage, unless you haven't gotten to that level of maturity, once you begin to think about marriage, so many things begin to ring in your head. I had to, stop this, I had to stop that, I had to tolerate this. It is tolerance. So, um, I don't know. I wanted to, also play game here, but I can't find it. I can't find the game here, and I'm trying to see how I can do one or two. Please, feel free to indicate in the comment section where streaming from, the city, the country, and if this is your first time on the live stream, please on my channel, please do wait to be part of the family. All you need to do is just hit the subscribe button, if possible turn on notification bell and be part of the family. So whenever I post, you better among the first people that get notified. Uh, I still don't know why the game is not available today on YouTube. Or is there anything I'm supposed to touch? I don't know. I'm trying to. Okay. Oh, it is not easy. It is not easy. I'm trying to say I can do everything here together at once, and it's not showing. And what I love to. Uh, those who have followed your channel for a set amount of time can participate in thing. Say no. No, no, no. I have to make it visible to everybody. I can make it visible for everybody. Welcoming across my channel for the first time. Trust me, you're gonna see everything here. And okay, we're at 37 minutes on the live stream. Okay. What's going on? Retouch. Create highlights. Hey, I'm trying to see if I can, play game here, and I don't know what's wrong with with the YouTube live stream tonight. Everything is not just probably not the way I wanted. But are you sure you want to stop streaming? I said yes. Let me just